Have you ever thought the exact moment you stopped being a child? Mine was 12 years ago. What I was looking at back then wasn't this beautiful lake in Switzerland. It was the worst storm in decades. I was completely alone, deep in the middle of nowhere in the States. My hands were shaking, praying that someone would finally come to pick me up. What you are about to hear is a true story, deeply authentic. Although, sometimes to tell the truth, you need to cover some details up. My name is Lane, and for as long as I remember, I felt the black sheep. You know, the weird one, different one, the odd one out. Although for many years I was never quite sure why, I suppose a good starting point was when I was 30,000 feet above the Atlantic Ocean. I came from a small town in northern Spain, and my family had just sent me out to the United States. I was the first person in my entire circle to cross into a completely unknown world. A few hours earlier, my father had driven me to Madrid in silence. Almost the entire drive from northern Spain had passed without a word, just the purr of the engine filling the space between us. And something that took me years to recognize: fear. For him, what he probably saw was a 16-year-old kid living alone to the other side of the world, who not long ago cried because one of his toys broke. I clearly saw myself completely different. Something like Columbus, but with a backpack from a discount store, and some survival English pulled from the movies my mother had forced me to watch in English. You got everything? Yep. Passport? Yeah. The program papers? Yes, that. There was a silence. A long one. The kind that waits on you. Then I saw it. For the first time in my life, my father had glassy eyes. He didn't quite cry. My father was from that generation that preferred to swallow emotions with black coffee. But there he was, holding something back that he would probably have been trying not to feel for days. 10 months. It was going to be the first time I would be away this long. He came closer and he gave me a hug. A real one. This one lasted. His arms squeezed me tight, as if he wanted to engrave in his memory exactly what it felt like to hug his son before the world changed him. Take care, son. I will, Dad. And please call us. Okay. No, seriously. Call your mother or she's gonna drive me crazy. I laughed, though uncomfortable enough that I wanted to move on. I grabbed my suitcase, a big red one exactly 50 pounds, and headed towards security, turning one last time to see my father that he was still there, with one hand raised. Small, vulnerable, human. What I didn't know at that moment was that image of my father saying goodbye at the airport would be the end of my childhood and the beginning of a series of experiences that would change my life forever.